All right, and we're live. Loop, how's it going, man? How you doing? Zaza, Bug, Hamong, how's it going, guys? I'm good, guy. I'm good, thank you for asking. How you guys doing? Penis. Okay. Nerds. Oh, you're kidding. Come on. Unfortunately for today's stream, I won't be here just talking about it because I haven't read the side stories myself. Okay, so just read them with me, motherfucker. What's up? Justin, how's it going, man? How you doing? Okay, F-A-N... Fancy? Okay. So something... A... E-A... Okay. E-A... Something N. Or something A... Something... E-N. Was it the only... Okay. This looks more likely. No, I don't like that. I like to be aware of everything. No worries. Sid, how's it going, man? How you doing? Okay. H-A-E-N. Haven. Oh, let's go! What was the other site? The one before this was The Ordinary Life. It was like a guy at Audrey's Foundation who was who came across some Beyonder bullshit. Fine, actually, no, I got hit after watching a Sadler. Aww. Alright. Unhinged, how's it going, man? Yeah, I mean, we can do that. You can do that. I got no problems with that. Cruise, skate, breeze, float. Oh, coast. Grief every bit. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Jesus. Is it that hard to just live nicely with other people? What the fuck? Next month D&D. Oh, I didn't know. I haven't given them my timings. No, I should do that. Dodge. Get out of Dodge. That is living nicely. Fuck you. Racket. Racket. Pickle. Cage. Sell. Dude, I'm so cooked. This time is peak. Zaza, I mean, problem with this time is then it doesn't, then I don't know when to stream is the concern. Hawk, cruise, float, skate? What is Hawk? Hawk Tua? Fuck. Breeze, coast, float, skate. Oh. Which one did I get wrong here? I'm putting my bet next to yours. Well, it depends if you're griefing everything, bro, because then they're gonna come after you and they're gonna beat my ass too. I'm not doing all that. You out of your fucking mind. But yeah, if you guys would be stream D&D, yeah. But then what am I reading, motherfucker? My have fun reading the modern day side story. You'll have fun. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a good time because like the first server we ever did was vanilla, and that was like we had so much fun there. No, I'm not doing all that. Okay, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice boy. The f could you bother for? Oh, if he pushes this, that becomes quite a nightmare. That was dumb. No, he can't take this. Very good. Because if he took this, then that would open up his king, so he's not allowed to do that. Amnesiac, how's it going? So now I can just move this back. If he wants to take, I'm more than happy to let him. He still can't take this. This is okay. If he takes with this, then I take with this, and then he can't take with that, so I'm still okay. Just do that. Amnesiac, how's it going, man? I don't know if I already said that. I can't remember. Okay, I'm focusing on chess. I really dislike how shitty I've gotten in the last couple years that I haven't played. Like, that's bad. That's really bad. If he takes with this, I take with check, and then I can just kill this. Why the fuck would you even bother? I don't... What? I got rank 2 achievement now. What now? The Salsa music. Witcher 3. I can get you the exact thing name in a minute. I don't know offhand. What the fuck? Oh, I'm so stupid. I could have just taken that. That's so dumb. I'm gonna have to buy Minecraft for my laptop. Xbox is on its last legs. I feel like that's part of the reason why Minecraft makes so much money, because like I've bought Minecraft in like 8 different places. Like, it's crazy work, man. If I go here, but then he goes back there, that's annoying. There's nothing I can... me just go back here. Yeah, dude, I want to trade. Excuse me? You nuts? What is he doing? I'm up 2 bishops, bro. Yeah, let's trade everything. Fuck yes. Sure, yeah. Reverend Insanity? Yes, I will eventually read it. It's going to be after COI, but yes, Money made sure that it's on the list. I heard Crazy Demon Cave was... Is that a Reverend Insanity arc? Oh shit, I'm out of time. Fuck. Whew. Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize. Okay, we got it. Let's go. Promote tonight, yeah, with 2.5 seconds left. Jesus. I started looking at chat, I almost ran out of time. Jesus. Well, I wouldn't have lost. It would have tied because he didn't have any. He didn't have anything. But still, that was bad. Okay, one more quick one. One more. Oh god, he's so frustrating. I know there's a way to fucking avoid this, I just always forget it. Yeah, let's just go here. Fine, you can take the pawn, I don't mind. That's what it was. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no problem, buddy. Take it. Is fine. Okay, like, yeah, you did all that and I own the entire center. Yeah, fine, no problem. I've probably lost this just because I'm down so much material. This is just bad. Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking at chat too much. That's on me. I don't know what I count. Like, I missed a fork. Yeah, probably. I missed a lot this game, dude. I don't even want to talk about it. The only thing I have to hope for is like some crazy bullshit. I don't know. I'm basically at this point just trying to cause as much shenanigans as I can. Fuck. Missed it. I'm literally missing everything this game. Oh my god. Quantum, it's going really fucking bad, man. I don't want to talk about it. At this point, I'm just trying... No, I'm not blaming it on anyone. It's totally my fault, just. I'm not fucking... it's on me. Let's talk in the D&D server about timing? Yeah, sure. Oh no! Oh, that was bad. Reverend Insanity is so good. That's true, but there's a lot of people in the community who hate any cultivation at all. So, like, I don't... I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I don't know. I don't really have a fucking... I'm literally just trying to waste his time. Oh, I think that did it. Oh! Yay! I get fucked. Let's go. Dude, he's gotta be losing his shit. Dude, yeah, I know there was a checkmate there. He didn't see it. If he just moved the rook up, he would have won, but he didn't see it. Let's go. Wind Valley, how's it going, man? Oh, man, that was good. That was good. 1403. Anyways, I'm gonna leave now. See you in the server. Sounds good, buddy. No problem. Manish, how's it going, man? How you doing? There. How's it going? 14. Yeah, there we go. Not very much a Luvian, how's it going, man? In modern day. Okay, whoa, what's modern day? Is this about Klein? Okay, let's get started. I'm an ordinary company employee. My greatest joy every day is that I can clock off on time. This isn't something that can be realized often, because it's only from working overtime that I receive a higher salary. Only from doing that can I gain some sense of security. Tied to book 2 COI, but it's for book 1. Ah, I see, okay. In this aspect, my boss isn't that bad. At the very least, he'll pay for overtime. Unlike the company next door who only knows how to shout slogans, all they do is pump the employees without sparing a penny. Based on this observation, they aren't far from closing down because their boss is already trying to sell off secondhand computers on his WeChat moments. I assume WeChat is like the Chinese Facebook or something? Merlin, how's it going, man? Daku, how's it going? This isn't something I discovered. I'm not friends with their boss on WeChat. It comes from some other employees. In this world, it's sexiest to say that there's gossip when there are women present. Instead, there's gossip wherever there are people. It's the Chinese everything? Oh, okay, fair enough. WeChat is what Elon Musk wants Twitter to be? Ah, okay, thank you. Of course, I don't have absolute confidence in those words. There was once a time that when a cat and a dog made me feel like they were watching us humans with amusement and gossiping. Just like now, the golden retriever that always appears near my office is sitting at the entrance. Seriously, looking at the grooming of its fur, it doesn't look like it has a master. How can someone walk a dog without a leash? These kinds of people shouldn't even have pets. They have no morals at all. Ah, there's a necklace around its neck. A rope, and at the end of the rope is its mouth. As I mumble, I recall an emoticon that has been trending recently. It has strong self-control. Daniel, how's it going, man? I snort and cast my eyes beyond the glass door. The sky is so dark, and the large beads of raindrops pummel through the stuffy, humid environment and crash into the ground. Fuck, it started raining so quickly. At this moment, I want to question God. It hasn't been easy for me to get off work on time recently. To think that I would encounter a storm today. Furthermore, I didn't even bring an umbrella with me. Did you see the VA of St. Tess White? No. I didn't know. Are they already releasing who the VAs for season 2 are? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even bring an umbrella with me. Back when I was in the office, I noticed that it was getting dark and gloomy outside and knew that a storm was coming, but I thought I had enough time to get home. By the time my bus arrives close to my rented apartment, the rain should have stopped or reduced to a drizzle. After all, it's the summer, and rain comes and goes pretty quickly. It's the VA of Luffy? Wait, what? The St. Tess White? Luffy is canonically a demoness. Oh, that's so cooked. By the time my bus arrives, nope. I can't help but raise my middle finger to God. Helpless, as I turn my head to look at the golden retriever by the door and casually say, "You didn't bring an umbrella either?" It was just a self-deprecating comment of mine, but the next moment I'm shook. The golden retriever rolled its eyes at me. It rolled its eyes. I knew it! This dog has some humanity. I look away and mutter. I examine the storm outside, wondering if I should just run to the bus stop. I sniff, and considering I haven't recovered fully from my cold yet, I hold back the urge. I'm a grown-ass man. Isn't it normal to bring only a phone, a transportation card, and a key access card? Who the hell would carry a bag and an umbrella for no reason? These days, I don't even carry change on me. Gotta go fix my girlfriend's It's 3 and... Jesus Christ. No worries, Sal. You're good, man. Forget it. I'll just go back to the office and kill time. I'll browse through websites and wait until the rain before it becomes a drizzle before I leave. If it really doesn't pan out as expected, then I'll order takeout. I sigh and turn to the elevator. Suddenly, I notice an additional vending machine in the corner of the building. So mean coffee? I suddenly feel like drinking something. I did as I thought. With the financial freedom to buy beverages below 10 yuan, I confidently walk over to the vending machine and take a gander at the beverages. Mizone, spring water, iced tea, jasmine tea. I notice something strange when I look through the beverages on display. It's a box placed in the corner of the topmost row. What the hell? I glance at the screen and read the scrolling image and text. Soon, I understood what the box is. It's a recently popular real-life loot box. There are loot boxes even with beverages these days? God, it really is a tax on one's intelligence. Gambling is exciting, I mutter, as I scan through what could possibly be in the loot box. God damn it, this is interesting. The loot box is actually related to a new beverage product. It has never appeared on the market before. The bottle has a unique design and the names are very stylish. Seer, Apprentice, Bard, Warrior, Sleepless. I like that. There's also Lawyer, Assassin, Hunter. I glance at the price of the loot box and realize it's only 5 yuan. It's cheaper than expected, so I figure might as well give it a try. Life's short, why not? As a slave of society, the daily working hours go from 9 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excluding work time, eating, sleeping, and commuting, there's very little time to do anything else. Imagine, no, it's almost, if it's a potion in there, it's just a sequence 9 potion, no? Even the monotonous life would get to robots, and with this happening every day, it's just so goddamn boring. The property prices are even more depressing. They make you lose the motivation to work hard. One becomes dejected and takes on a mantra of letting things come as they go. To be able to find a new thrill in cheap forms of entertainment other than novels, comics, games, and videos should be taken as a surprise. Taking out my phone, I scan the QR code, and at the same time I mutter a few names in my head. Seer, Sleepless, Spectator, Assassin. Adam, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. How about yourself? These are the beverages that I hope most in the loot box. I'll be satisfied as long as it's any of them. Oh, Assassin? After paying the vending machine, it seemed to be stuck. It didn't move for a while. I thought it was trying to cheat me. Is it packaging it on the spot? I complain. At this moment, the vending machine finally shows signs of movement and pushes the loot box out as it falls down with a thud. It's time to witness a miracle. I bend down and push open the sliding panel of the dispenser as I pull out the loot box that really can't be considered exquisitely packaged. After I open the box, I see a bottle wrapped in coiled snakes. Based on what I saw on the screen, I recognize what it is. As an Assassin's Creed fan, this is the outcome I was looking forward to. Assassin. Damn, canonically Klein is also a demoness? Damn. You missed volume 6, 7, and 8? What? What? Klein. No. Klein, what have you done? Everyone's a demoness. Assassin beverage? Exactly. Money, how's it going, man? Nice. I can't help but snap my fingers with my free hand. Not good. What happened? I cut up the stream on 2x since I was... Oh, okay. You're good, man. As someone who has never even won a consolation prize, to be able to get a beverage I wanted is simply exciting. Furthermore, the most important thing is that I only spent 5 yuan, otherwise I'll definitely hit it trying to change it 10 times. I need to keep this bottle well. I put away my phone, open the can, and take a mouthful of the beverage. In the next second, my head suddenly turns a little numb. I feel as though everything around me has become a little blurry, and my entire body becomes light, as though I'm about to turn into a feather. In this strange feeling, I vaguely hear muffled ravings that sound like fingernails scratching a blackboard. The taste of a demoness ain't bad. This brings out indescribable pain, and I lose my ability to think. By the time the torture ends, I can't remember what happened towards the end, but I know that my face must have been twisted and hideous. Fuck. What the hell is this beverage? I turn angrily to look at the vending machine. At that moment, my head is spinning, and my eyes swell. I feel like I'll collapse at any moment. But this doesn't stop me from discovering a fact. The vending machine that existed just moments ago is gone. Holy fuck. I can't take my spinning head and the soreness in my eyes. I remove my glasses and prepare to squeeze my nose bridge. But just as I take off my glasses, everything returns to normal. My head doesn't spin and my eyes don't ache. My vision remains clear, clearer than even before. I scan my surroundings and every detail is in my eyes. Even a dozen meters away, a mosquito silently suspended on a black stone is vividly clear. I've recovered from my short-sightedness? That bout of fainting was because of the glasses? I glance around once more, and for some reason, I feel my vision has exceeded that of a normal person. I come to a realization. If I can change parts of my body structure for a short amount of time, I can obtain feather-like lightness. Even if I jump from high on above, I won't get hurt. Hawk-like vision that allows me to see through the darkness. I'm good at hiding in shadows. My steps are nimble and my body agile. The instantaneous strength I can release is tremendous. I can concentrate all my strength into a single strike. This, as I suspect that the assassin beverage might have actually been some mental drug that gives me some hallucinations. I also feel that something might have really happened due to my recovery from short-sightedness. I put on my glasses again and realize that it does leave me faint. There's no goddamn way. The vending machine is gone. It was there just moments ago. Did I have a fortuitous encounter? Who do you reckon is stronger between Lord of the Mysteries and God Almighty? I think you have to give it to God Almighty. With a name like that, I mean, I would give it to God Almighty, I think. A fortuitous encounter. Wait, hold on, where am I? I cast my gaze out of the lobby and see people carrying umbrellas or have their backpacks raised in the heavy rain. Before this, I could barely see silhouettes in this rain, but now I see everything clearly. Of course, the prerequisite is that they aren't wearing face masks. A fortuitous encounter. Don't tell me that it's truly a fortuitous encounter. I would occasionally fantasize about having a fortuitous encounter, such as winning 10 or 20 million yuan from a lottery, but I never expected such a day. Moreover, it's the assassin ability I wanted most. Even if it's fake, just healing my short-sightedness and giving my body this fortuitous encounter full marks. I control my excitement and joy as I carefully examine my body. On paper, they are equal. Okay, so at that point, like what we're saying is their powers are equal, but if God Almighty or if Lord of the Mysteries has a better utilization of their powers because they're smarter or whatever, that one wins. After confirming there's nothing wrong with it, I close my eyes and mutter to myself, "Thank you, God. Thank you, vending machine. Thank you, loot box." I have to find a place to test my leap of faith. I've recovered from my cold too. I'll think further about it after the rain stops. I look around, eager to test what it means to have dexterous steps, agility, and explosive powers. Of course, as a normal person with normal intelligence, I know that I should avoid others in times like this, lest I expose my fortuitous encounter to others. At this moment, due to the heavy rain, the people inside the building have either gone to work overtime or have already left. Those with umbrellas have either realized the reality of things or haven't left the office. Those without umbrellas have either realized the reality of things or haven't left the office. They either return to the office or bravely run to the bus stop. Therefore, other than the 2 security guards who have their backs to me, there's no one else in the lobby. I can give it a try. Yes, there's a dog. So what if I'm seen by a dog? It doesn't understand anything. Could it tell someone? I immediately widen my pace and run towards the elevator. I feel the changes in my body. Using a machine as an analogy, my body used to be a rusted machine soaked in water. Now it's a well-lubricated machine. A few steps later, I suddenly remember something. Previously, several companies in the building had been a victim of theft, so there were security cameras that the police used to find criminals. In other words, there are cameras in the lobby, and my every move is being monitored. Bear with it. Bear with it. I'll stop my attempts and turn back to look at the spots where there might have been cameras. My gaze sweeps across the huge golden retriever at the door. It's still impassively looking at the rain outside. I'll wait till I get home. I let out a long sigh, hold my glasses, and head for the elevator. I heard from my gossiping colleagues at the company that the theft was done by a young rag and bone man from nearby. In the past, this guy was the son of a rich man, but later on, his family waned and he could only make a living as a rag and bone man. What the fuck is a rag and bone man? I'm sorry? However, the police never found him. I take the elevator and go back to the 10th floor. My mind is filled with how to be an assassin hiding in the city's shadows. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted, I mutter as I exit the elevator. Glancing around, I see a figure standing by the window. He has rare, long hair. He has rare, long silver hair. His features are distinct. I recognize him. He's the vice president of the company next door, whose surname is Wu. Of course, this might only be his Chinese surname, because he's either a foreigner or a mixed blood. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. It's such a pity that this guy's an idol. He's so good looking that even the girls in our companies often fantasize about him. They give him flowers and food. It's like he has everything on easy mode in life. The boss next door has really bad taste. With such employees, I'd have long changed to running an entertainment company. I don't know what the company next door is busy. What the company next door is busy with every day. Until today, I don't even know what they do. All of them are garrulous, completely unlike Roseanne when she's joking. They're probably doing multi-level marketing, right? I quickly retract my gaze and don't greet him. After all, we don't know each other. But at this moment, I see the guy turn around and walk over. Someone said Ouroboros? Oh, maybe. Long silver hair, really pretty. Oh, that might be it. 1405. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be nervous if the vice president from next door came to me. After all, he's not my boss. And I'm not a girl either. My sexual orientation is normal. No matter how good he looks, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a little jealous. But now, I've just drunk a bottle of some strange beverage from unknown origins and obtained the ability of an assassin I've been dreaming of. No matter who comes near me, I can't help but feel uneasy, afraid that others might discover my secret. At this moment, the silver-haired guy stops in front of me and asks coldly, "Do you have a lighter?" This isn't the attitude of a person asking for help. Why are you looking down on me? Also, the greatest hobby of a youngster nowadays is to stay up late instead of smoking. Why the hell would I have a lighter? No, I shake my head. At the same time, I sigh inwardly. If the female colleagues in my company find out that the handsome vice president next door smokes, they will definitely have their fantasies crushed. The vice president's appearance and temperament easily makes one believe he's some untainted immortal. It's impossible to associate him with vices like smoking. With this in mind, I can't help but ask, smoking? The vice president raises his right hand, revealing a cigarette. The people around here are under the impression that you don't smoke, I reply. As a slave of society, it's normal for me not to be afraid of the vice president of the company next door, but ensuring the cordial relationship is almost definite. After all, one has no idea when they will need to job hop and become their subordinate. Having one more friend means one more outlet. Smoke. What do you mean, was, Merlin? Do you mean is, motherfucker? Hey there, how's it going, man? Of course, if this gentleman keeps staying in the company next door, then I won't consider such things. I don't want to enter a weirdo company that just yells slogans every day. But if they're willing to pay me 30,000 yuan, I dare say that I'll jump ship today. This is the business world, and the first principle is never to go against money. Anyway, as long as I don't violate the law and don't commit any crimes, what's wrong with shouting slogans? If I get paid 100 yuan with every shout, I'll shout until the company goes bankrupt, goddammit. I can't wait for you to start. I'm not starting COI today. What the fuck are you on? Hearing my words, the vice president seems to fall silent for a moment before saying, "A friend of mine taught me. When it comes to vices like smoking, who doesn't get introduced by friends? Only a small number of parents will lead their children astray, I lampoon." The vice president then says in fluent Mandarin, "He's been dead for many years." "I'm sorry," I respond reflexively. After that, I find it strange. Why are you telling me this? The vice president doesn't look too smart. Since we aren't familiar with each other, exchange some pleasantries and stop. I'm too lazy to bother, and I point to the corridor leading to my workplace. I have matters to attend to. The vice president nods. He turns around and walks back to the window, as if he's just watching the rainy scene below. I leave the elevator lobby and take a right turn to my workplace and head to the office where my department is. They're gone? Everyone's gone? They took all the umbrellas? I switch on the light and scan the room. That's right, it hadn't rained when clocking off at regular hours. I left 10 minutes later, so happened to get caught in the rain. When is the Derek Melissa ship getting popular? What are you on about? Derek is obviously going to marry someone from the City of Silver. Or Sue, or Audrey. One of those two. I don't know. Wait, Derek Melissa's. Wait, Catch Your Dream is Dr. Z, right? I don't have this wrong. Sorry, just give me one quick second. Ah, shit. Shit, sorry. It is? Okay, yeah. I did think of Melissa X Leonard. No, that's horrible. What? Okay. Seeing that note, there was no one in the office, my thoughts became active again. I originally thought of watching videos in the office, checking out the young ladies dancing indoors, and finding inspiration from live eating broadcasts to figure out what to have for dinner. But now, I'm just restless. I want to test the various abilities of an assassin. Among them, the thing that attracts me most is the Leap of Faith. No, Feather Drop spell. No, that's not right either. Who knows what it's called? In short, the ability to temporarily change my body structure and land on the ground as light as a feather. Undoubtedly, the most surreal ability of an assassin. Of course, this is equally important to me that I have had my short-sightedness cured. I have to give it a try. I slip my glasses into my pocket and dash to the side window of the building. It faces a huge alley. There's a refuse room that's erected there, and no one walks past it, let alone when it's raining. 10 stories, an empty alley. The best place to try a leap of faith. I open the window and cast my gaze down. There are no signs of pedestrian in the rain. The roads look bleak and gloomy. It's dark everywhere. The refuse room looks like a small hand that could cover it from the 10th floor. Forget it. It's better to find somewhere lower for the first test. Just as I reveal an embarrassed and polite smile, I hear a voice behind me. What are you doing? I quickly turn around and see my boss. He had walked into the large office with one hand in his pocket at some point in time. He's looking at me. Mr. Huang. I'm checking to see if the rain has stopped, I quickly say. Huang Tao? Roselle? My CEO's surname is Huang and his first name is Tao. A very handsome, fashionable man. At the same time, he's a legendary man who became a father at the age of 18. His daughter has started college this year. He's only 36 and still swimming through the gals. He stays on the periphery amidst the embrace of news anchors and actresses. CEO Huang doesn't seem to have any doubts about my reason as he nods. You didn't bring an umbrella? The more you live, the younger you become. Glancing at the CEO's hair, which had been dyed chestnut, I replied, I don't have such a habit. CEO Huang lifts his hand and strokes his chin. I have a few spares in my office. Come over, grab one. You have so many? I ask in a respectful tone. After all, he's the one paying my salary. Huang smiles. It's from a few ladies from before. As you know, they always bring umbrellas with them. You've extended the battlefield of your flings to your office? Didn't you say that the thing you're afraid of most is letting your daughter know about this? Doesn't your daughter visit your office every week? Alright, I say. CEO Huang doesn't say anything else as he turns around and walks towards the door. The way he's standing and how his body's posed gives me a strange feeling. I believe that if I were to seize the opportunity and unleash my full strength, I'd have to backstab him. An assassin's instinct, I think? Just as I have this thought, CEO Huang stops in his tracks and turns his head back. Did he sense my ill intent? My body stiffens. CEO Huang seems to be deep in thought as he asks, How's your accent? Passable, I mutter. Help me pick up a VIP at the airport tomorrow. I'll get an old AI to send you the detail. I'll get old AI, I don't know who. Old I guess. Oh, AI, yeah. Sorry, that shit is so quick. I'll get old I to send you the details. Okay, I say. After agreeing, I ask, Mr. Huang, is the VIP a foreigner? Yes. Mr. Huang, why are there so many foreigners around us? Even though we have to come up with a foreign, we even had to come up with a foreign name for the company. The CEO leans back and says, What is the International Metropolitan City? This is it. What? Hey? I don't get that at all. I'm confused. Bye, Merlin. No worries, man. Catch you later. After borrowing an umbrella from the CEO, I decide to leave the company and return home. I plan on testing my powers in what's considered the best environment. I live in those old districts that haven't spruced up. I spend nearly an hour commuting via public transport. The place is filled with old and shabby houses. Different from the high-end buildings found in the new city districts, but living here is more convenient, and it's quite cheap too. Since I clocked off on the dot today, there wasn't much of a delay during the journey back and forth. It's still not even 6 o'clock. If I settle my dinner near my neighborhood, I'll arrive home before 7. It's in line with the habits of a modern person. Therefore, I didn't consider settling my dinner near the office. Instead, I rushed to the bus stop with the umbrella. This is quite a colorful umbrella. It has rabbit ears on it. It really isn't suitable for a stealthy man like me. I look up and run out the door. One has to bow when under the umbrella after all. By now, the storm has gone on for about 10 minutes, and the ground is beginning to pond. If it were in the past, I would have stepped into the puddle and stained my shoes and pants, but now my feet are deft, sharp, and accurate. Each step is light, and I manage to keep my shoes and pants clean. As expected of an assassin, I glance at the bus stop that's a few feet away from me. Just as I'm about to cross the non-motor vehicle lane, I see a man walk past me, without an umbrella or a raincoat. His hair is wet under the rain, and his clothes cling to his body as they droop down. His image is so pathetic, yet his posture remains so relaxed. He isn't running at all. His hands are in his pocket. Impressive. Due to the rain and the dark sky, I can't see his face clearly. I only watch him walk past me. Bunny ears are perfect for today's assassins? True. Perhaps sensing my gaze, the man takes out a cigarette from his pocket and puts it in his mouth. He mutters softly, "Wimp." I dig my ears with my empty right hand. What is he talking about? Nah, forget it. I'm not gonna deal with such a lunatic today. I'm in a good mood. I ignore the man as I step up to the bus platform and wait for my bus to arrive. My luck isn't bad. It takes about a minute before bus 35 arrives. Taking out my travel card, I close the umbrella and rush forward. Hearing the beep, I suddenly feel a little emotional. If only the travel card can be stored on my phone's NFC, that'd be so much easier. I need only bring my phone when I'm out. Door, locks, the subway, public houses can all be resolved through my phone. If I switch my door to a fingerprint one, I don't even need my keys. That is what I call convenient, I think. Perhaps due to the heavy rain, and that it's sometime after peak hours, there's still quite a few empty seats on the train. On the bus. Unfortunately, the prerequisite for switching to a fingerprint lock is to have my own house. My fantasy is defeated by cold, hard reality. In this international metropolitan city with my salary, I don't know when I'll be able to afford a house if I don't get help from my parents. I can't help but wonder how to use the powers of an assassin to make money. Take on assassination missions? No, that's illegal. Although I'm a powerful assassin, I can't beat bullets. Besides, I don't even know where the hell I would find such things. It's against the law to break into houses and steal. Besides, other people don't exactly have money dropping from trees. I have agile footwork, nimble limbs, and eagle-like vision. Be a security guard? But how much does a security guard earn? Or try dancing. With this kind of control over my body, my dancing would be impressive. Could I do a live broadcast? But I'm tone deaf. As I think through the possibilities, I feel a little depressed. It wasn't easy for a miracle to fall from the sky, yet I still don't know what the hell to do with it. It cured my short-sightedness at the very least. It's a medical miracle that can't be bought even with millions. I slowly exhale. At this moment, I feel a sudden chill, not from the air conditioning, but from the coldness piercing my skin. I turn my head to look to the side, only to see that there's no one sitting there. My instincts tell me that there's something invisible there. A ghost? I can sense ghosts after becoming an assassin? I widen my eyes and observe. If the ghost notices me, then I'm doomed. Assassins don't have the ability to deal with ghosts. My body tenses up. I try to act as if nothing happened, but I'm helpless. The chilly feeling grows, as if something is getting closer and closer to me. I look ahead, but a vision appears in my mind. A blurry man with a bluish-black face draws nearer and nearer to me. He leans in and blows his breath on his face to test my reaction. The cold lasts for nearly a minute before weakening. Before long, the bus stops and the doors open. The cold and terrifying aura leaves. The ghost reached its stop? Even ghosts use buses? Amazing! I relax and have a better understanding of the things happening to me. I'm not surprised that there are ghosts because I have an assassin. Because I'm an assassin, everything is possible. The bus stops along the way and I arrive at An King North Road 50 minutes later. My rental apartment is nearby. Sorry, the music, I think, finished up. Yep. Since the storm has stopped, I don't use the umbrella. I get off the bus and go straight for the place I plan on eating. Stir fry. There are many old shops in this old district that serve incredible food at cheap prices. This is one of them. If it wasn't for the rain earlier, many tables would be set up outside. Inside the store, I casually glance around. I smile as I walk to a table and sit opposite a young man. He ordered only a bowl of Yuzhang shredded pork and white rice. He's looking at his phone while eating. Not on a date? I tap the table. He's my childhood friend, Peng Deng. Recently, he's been working in this international metropolitan city too. And as I helped him find a place to live, we ended up living close by, in the same neighborhood. How can I have a date when the weather's so bad? He replies. He doesn't put down his phone and asks, "Want to play some ranked matches tonight?" No, I'm not free. I have no intention of playing games right now. I want to try the leap of faith. Peng Deng studies me for a few seconds. You have a girlfriend? I hope so too. I turn my head to the boss. One stir-fried sliced beef, one tomato fried egg soup, and a bottle of Coke. When good things happen, celebrations are in order. Sid, I'm gonna read COI, but it's gonna be later. I don't know. We'll do it later. Okay? We should take a break. Listen, wanting makes the heart grow fonder or some bullshit, okay? Upon hearing my reply, Peng Deng lowers his head again, looking at his phone and eating. What happened after work? Or sorry, what else is there after work then? Don't you work overtime if something is up? Good question. I lean the umbrella and seriously think of an excuse. Peng, my friend, is a typical smartphone zombie who doesn't even focus on eating. Most of his attention is mostly on his phone, but he's actually a pretty sharp person. He's good at capturing details and can always see through my lies. To be honest, here, break is necessary? Exactly. Thank you. I didn't change the number. Hold on. Of course, most of my lies were a product of not being able to, of not putting much thought into it. More like jokes. I can't tell him that I plan on jumping off a building, right? My boss wants me to pick up a foreign guest at the airport tomorrow, I say. And he'll only give me the details at night. I have to make some preparations. I need to prepare my accent, contact a driver, confirm the schedule. It's a lot of work. Yeah, Peng Deng says. He then says with a smile, the Casanova boss you mentioned before? I never said that. When he looked up, I smiled. I said he fooled around. You mustn't make mistakes when passing judgment. Peng Deng replies. Before long, the dishes I ordered are served. The oil on the stir-fried sliced beef glistens, and the aroma of celery is perfectly infused with the beef. The meat was very tender, and its juices were salty and not excessive. The sauce was filled with flavor. With just one plate of this meat, I could finish 3 bowls of rice. God damn, this is making me hungry. Excuse me. The tomato fried rice is also a part. Wait, what? What? The tomato fried egg soup. Tomato fried rice. Fuck me. The tomato fried egg soup is a part of the Sichuan cuisine. Lard is used first after it's heated up. Beaten eggs with water and salt are added to the mix until it's cooked. This way, the fried eggs would be fluffier, and there'd be a certain level of saltiness to it. Following that, water and processed tomatoes are put in, along with a few vegetables. Finally, the soup will have the obvious fragrance of oil and eggs mixed with the sweet and sourness of tomatoes. The freshness of the green vegetables make the soup have the delight of a meat soup, but without the cloyed taste at all. Just as I drink a bowl of delicious egg soup, the boss walks over with a bowl of rice and a bottle of Coke. I can't. It's fine. I'm gonna just skip that. I'm not saying that. Considering that I have to jump off a building later, it wouldn't be good to eat too much. I ultimately only have 2 bowls of rice. Of course, I definitely wouldn't waste the meat and eggs. At this moment, Peng Deng still has a third of his food left. Don't use your phone while eating. Don't eat while using your phone. I give him a lecture. At the same time, I boldly pay for only my share. Peng Deng and I aren't hypocritical friends who always insist on footing the bill. Furthermore, it's the end of the month. Finances are always a little tight during this time. Fuck, you didn't even get me a bottle of Coke, Peng Deng says. I'm done eating. I pick up the umbrella as I start walking. Extravagant, Peng Deng says as he appraises my choice to buy a bottle of Coke. Something good happened to you today, or are you moonlighting as a... Before he can ask me, his gaze stops on the umbrella with the rabbit ears. Hey, my boss lent it to me. You know he has many girlfriends. How boring, Peng Deng says. As I enter the old compound and enter my rented apartment after leaving the shop, the tallest building is only 6 stories, so there aren't any elevators. When I pass the entrance to the first floor, I catch a glimpse of the mailbox in the corner of my eye. Some memories churn, making me walk over involuntarily and open the letterbox belonging to Unit 602. There's a postcard inside. Even without looking, I knew that she was the one who had sent it. A middle school classmate and a high school classmate with me and Peng Deng. She later went overseas for studies and is currently working in the city. Her family background is good and she often travels. From time to time, she'll send local specialties or postcards to her friends. I hesitate before picking up the postcard. The back is indeed familiar, as graceful handwriting is plastered across. The famous Sedlec ossuary. What is an ossuary? Okay. I flip the postcard and take a look, and the walls that are lined with skulls make me feel horrified. Walls that are lined with skulls? The corpse cathedral? Ossuary. A container or room in which bones of dead people are placed? What the fuck? I said, like, it's a bone cathedral, let's go! I got there even without knowing that. Ah, nice. Wait, it's real? Wait, what? Actually? What the fuck? Look at this! What the fuck is this? Oh my god! Oh, that's so disgusting! Oh god! That looks horrifying. Then I feel a strange sense of holiness. Shaking my head, I put away the postcards and return to Unit 602. This is an old apartment with 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, a history of at least 20 years. I live in a guest room and a couple lives in the master bedroom. This couple are nice people. Not only do they have a sense of hygiene, but they also cook by themselves and invite me to eat occasionally. The only problem is that they quarrel at least twice a week. It's quite annoying. I plan to move to stay with Peng Deng when the rental contract is over. Of course, the prerequisite is that he hasn't started living with his girlfriend. After putting down the umbrella, I go to the window of the guest room. I peek outside and look and consider whether I should jump. Although the rain has stopped, the sky is dark and there aren't many pedestrians. 6th floor. Forget it. I'll go to the building with a small supermarket. It's better to be safe. It's only 3 stories next time. This neighborhood is very old and has a lot of people, so there's plenty of stores on the 1st floor. There are hairdressers, eateries, grocery stores, repair shops. One doesn't need to leave the compound to have access to basic amenities. I change into black clothes as a protective color and take my phone and keys. I arrive at the small supermarket after circling the compound. I go up the stairs to the roof and look at the height and finally feel confident. When I head downstairs, I tried to jump from one flight of stairs to the other. It greatly improved my confidence in the leap of fate. I don't know why I keep saying leap of fate instead of leap of faith. I don't know what's happening, don't ask me. Waiting until there's no one below me, I take a deep breath, climbing over the railing fence, and pose in a nearby ready stance. It's raining and the road is slippery. How about next time? If I fall and get sent to the hospital, I'll die a societal death if everyone misunderstands this as a suicide attempt. It's only 3 stories. There was nothing wrong with the feeling I had just now. With a random thought, I raise my middle finger at myself and exhale. With a tremble, I leap and adjust my body. The speed I descend at is slower than normal. The wind turns into a blanket, holding me up. This kind of slowness is only relative, and I quickly land on the ground steadily, without wobbling or splashing the water. At that moment, I felt like a feather. What a marvelous feeling. 10 points, I say. This is a blessing. I'm a true assassin. Hearts blazing, I dash to the building where my rental apartment is. I want to test it from the 6th floor. My experience just now tells me that the 6th floor isn't a problem. If it's any higher, I'll have to be like Jackie Chan, finding items in the middle to break my fall. On the way, I widen my eyes in an attempt to find any act of misconduct by hooligans, robberies by ruffians, or extortions by baddies. I want to let them have the power of an assassin. But the security in this neighborhood's pretty good. At this moment, my phone rings. I take it out and discover it's from my company's old eye. It's the information about the VIP. Zara Tulstra. What a complicated name. What is this? What am I reading? Zara Tulstra? Bro. Even if I'm an extraordinary assassin, I still have to work on stuff my boss tells me to. Like the Japanese put it, Shachiku, a corporate cattle, or I won't live. But what can an assassin do? Buy a Spider-Man mask and do parkour live streams? Without being able to rush into the bedroom, I think about how to make money with my abilities. At this moment, someone knocks on the door. Who is it? I ask. I'm here to check on the temporary living permits, someone replies. I don't have it. Goodbye, I lampoon as I walk over to the door. 2 people in police uniforms are standing outside, one of them standing in front, blocking the face of the other. He has a receding hairline and his eyes are slightly gray. Done. For some reason, I suddenly quiver and feel inexplicably sad. I open the door. My surname is Deng. And I am the officer in charge of this compound, the gray-eyed officer introduced himself. He then looks at the information in his hand. Zhou Mingrui, am I right? Damn. Sag. Yes, for some reason, I'm restrained and a little sad. It's almost indescribable, as if someone had punched my nose. My eyes are sore and I'm about to cry. I understand the restraint. Apart from a few people, most people would rather be cautious when facing the police. But why do I feel like crying? These emotional changes are beyond what I expected. From what I know, such a situation wouldn't even happen to an extremely sensitive, artistic youth. A side effect of the assassin's potion? The price for superpowers? I blink as I control my emotions and then hear Officer Deng say, "Your temporary living permit." Before he can finish, another officer whispers, "Captain, it's called a residence permit now. You forgot again." Yes, I forgot, Officer Deng said. "Where's your residence permit?" "I didn't apply for it." "I didn't lie, nor did I want to." "That won't do," the officer said. "Although we won't do anything to you because you don't have a residence permit, it is important. Before you become a permanent resident here, if your child wants to study in a public kindergarten, a residence permit isn't required." I don't even have a girlfriend. Even for you, as an individual, a residence permit is important. As you know, it's difficult to settle down in our city. Apart from special talents that we let in, or people who take a few different paths, your residence permit, under normal circumstance, needs a few years... Anyway, it's a few years before you're qualified to apply for settlement. It says this is as important as paying your social security, Officer Deng said. Yes, you must pay your social security or your social credit score will go down, Zhou Mingrui. This made me feel the concern of an elder. I didn't argue with him and just nodded. Yes, I'll get it done this week. Officer Deng smiled. Opposite your compound is a police station that can help you. He then looked at me. By the way, in the past 2 to 3 months, an illegal religion has been illegally proselytizing in the city. They use the classic MLM techniques. They use... Autumn, thank you, dude. Wait. Where am I? They use the classic MLM techniques. They use more modern terms like a fully automated wishing machine to entice others to walk the path of evil. If you encounter them, please report it to us. A fully automatic wishing machine? My heart skips a beat. It sounds familiar to the vending machine, but no one proselytized me back then. Okay, I say. Yes, the Tarot Club. God damn, I'm so sleepy today. What the fuck is going on? Maybe sleep at night? Yeah, that's, you know what, maybe that's a good idea. I don't know, I can't fall asleep recently. I just don't sleep well at all. By the way, I forgot something. The officer suddenly stops midway before turning around. It's a joint tenancy, right? Who's living in the other room? I close my eyes and calmly say it's a couple. The lady with the surname Sia and her overseas boyfriend. I see. I remember to remind them to register their residence as well. Alright, I say. Only then do I see the officer behind him. His black hair and green eyes make him look like a celebrity. Green eyes? Is he mixed blood? Leonard. The green-eyed officer looks at me for a few seconds before smiling. That evil cult's means are more secretive than you can imagine. It's hard to defend against. At times, you won't even need to pay a price to benefit from them, but believe me, you will suffer in the future. Sia? I don't, no, I don't know who Sia is. The only one that makes me think of is Cyatus, but I don't know. That feels weird. It's the only name that comes to mind that kind of starts like that. Or is it Gio? Oh, Gio wouldn't make any sense. My heart palpitates when I hear this fellow. I recall the assassin potion and the leap of faith I obtained. I got it for 5 yuan. Could it be that cult? What do they want me after giving... What do they want from me after giving me superpowers? Well, she has a boyfriend. His name is Fours. I understand. I'll make a report. I tried hard not to show my fear, as I say to the police officer. After sending them away, I return to the cramped guest house and sit down on the bed. I face the computer desk and contemplate. Nothing that happened today makes any sense. If that vending machine was created by that cult, there's no need for them to hide. If they give every believer the assassin potion, they could rule the world. Perhaps there are restrictions? But an organization that can obtain superpowers is not normal, not the likes of an ordinary cult. But what's the point of giving me superpowers? To get a fighter? It's not like I'd go. If they dare look for me, I'll call the police. Money? I'm from an ordinary family. My family has a place to stay in order to provide for my other siblings, but we don't have money. It wasn't until Benson and I started working that our family situation improved. Benson. After some thought, I pick up my phone and open WeChat to find my brother, Benson Zhou, who works as a civil servant. B, did you offend anyone recently? B is the nickname I gave Benson. It stems from the B in his name, and also since he's balding. Who could I offend? Very quickly, Benson replies. I'm a puny civil servant. I work cautiously every day. I'm not a politician. Why? What's wrong? I encountered something that I thought might be a fraud, but I don't have anything worth being scammed off, I said. No matter how poor a person is, there is always some value in scamming them, Benson replied. Who doesn't have any friends or family? If you don't have any money, can't you borrow it? Borrow from the people around you, or the internet. Get microloans. Besides, you still have your body. Can't you sell a kidney, a cornea, blood? Besides, there's so many female clubs recently. Who knows which customer would like your Shut the fuck up, I replied. Thankfully, I didn't take the hit. I didn't want Benson to worry about me drinking the assassin beverage. I have to be careful. I need to immediately make a report to the police. After chatting for a while, Benson reminded me, also, don't be greedy. Sasa will be here before school starts. Remember to pick her up. Got it. I send a popular emoji. It's a monocle-wearing emoji. Who is Sasa? Melissa? After ending the conversation, I lose the urge to attempt the leap of faith. I sit by the bed, a little frightened. After a while, I subconsciously pick up my phone and look at the WeChat and QQ. Among them, one of the QQ chats has plenty of messages, a group that I built when we play horror and mystery games called the Tarot Club. I scan around it and see someone named The Star send a message. Everyone, be careful. A mysterious cult has arrived. Sorry, the F1 Sprint is also starting right now, so I just have that on the side. Definitely the best side story. This is good, man. This is good. I like it. Cult? My attention is immediately drawn to the word. Mysterious? How mysterious? A member named Justice replies. All kinds of messages appear in the chat. It's rather overwhelming. Throne of Magical Arcana side story is way better than Lord of the Mysteries. They have found some crazy foreshadowing in the book synopsis. You should read it once. For Lord of the Mysteries? Or which book? Yeah. Sure. Oh! Sorry, there was a huge crash in the race. What the f... Sorry. Okay, Max is winning that one. Easy work. Sorry, there's a Formula One sprint race happening right now. There was a huge accident. Oh shit! No, I didn't gamble on it. I'm not a. God, what do you guys think of me? Good God. There's a safety car. Fuck off. I originally created this group when I played a horror game, when I played a horror mystery game, and invited friends who were good at the game back then, and such games often contain mysticism-related elements. So after discussing the game, after the game gradually lost its popularity, the group just turned into a mysticism group. Of course, in any group chat, the daily interactions take up the majority of the content, except for sex-related group chats. Why the fuck are we putting this in? What are we doing here? Come on. Amongst the group members, the lady named Justice is the most curious about mysticism. From her daily conversations, I can tell that her family background is quite good and that she isn't too old. I think that she's a student. After the group members are done asking the star types, that cult likes to attack ordinary people, the star says. Especially those who like mysticism. They will also use all sorts of methods to allow you to obtain powers that exceed the limits of mortals. For example, the later it is at night, the more energetic you become. I already have this power, the magician replies. She is also a girl. I remember her mentioning that she has a sizable income from writing novels on certain green-colored websites. I don't know what the green-colored website is. However, from the way she makes all kinds of suggestive comments when she speaks, perhaps the green-colored website I'm aware of isn't the same that she's talking about. Compared to the day, I prefer the night, the moon says. What is he trying to say? Is he a night owl, or is he hinting something else? I scratch my chin, unable to read the thoughts of the moon. Hold on, sorry. NSFW? I think so. That's what I was thinking too. Green colored? Yeah, I don't know what this green colored website is. This fellow has always been like this. If you want to say that he has deep knowledge, he will post links regarding exquisite dolls in the group chat occasionally, asking everyone to help him at some price slashing site. It's obvious that he's some type of shut-in, but to call him naive and immature, he often says profound things, whether it's Chinese medicine, Western medicine, or even all kinds of relatively unknown medical knowledge. He gives off the impressive vibes with theories and examples, even if I can hardly understand it. Previously, he had diagnosed that from one of the group members, the hermit had a rare disease. He successfully helped her recovery from an old ailment of hers, making everyone see him in a different light. I'm telling you, the reason Force is inclined to making suggestive jokes is because they're soulmates? Of course, yeah, that could be the only reason. The star ignores the moon and replies to the magician. Then you only sleep 2 hours a day? I can, but I can only maintain it for like a week. Then I have to catch up on the sleep after. Furthermore, my body will feel like it's been run over by a car, the magician replies. The star continues, anyway, the cult will first allow you to obtain Superman-like powers. For example, you can remain extremely energetic without sleeping, you can see all kinds of spirits, jump off tall buildings, control flames, etc., etc. Isn't that good? Justice replied. I think for a moment and use my alternate account, the world. A price is always exacted for what fate bestows. I didn't say that. And then the magician attaches a JPEG. I suspect that this is a subconscious reflex of hers. Is there really a power that that transcends the mortal world? Clearly, she had imagined that the star was joking. Without waiting for the star to continue, the moon says, there are too many things in the world that go beyond your imagination. It doesn't mean that they don't exist just because you don't see them. The sun immediately replies, there's some mysticism that's real? Stop fooling kids, a member named the Hangman says. That's right. There are still young, schooling children. One shouldn't talk about the strange and supernatural to children or make suggestive comments, the magician echoes. The sun replies, I'm already in middle school. I'm more than 1.9 meters tall. When everyone saw the claim of 1.9 meters, everyone fell silent. The star then sent a anxious emoji. In short, once one is bewitched by the cult and accepts their gifts, they will definitely have to pay a huge price after joining them. I heard that some people went mad and got admitted to a mental hospital. Some of them committed suicide in various hideous ways. Others transformed. Transformed? I asked, using my alt account. The main account is the Fool, a mature man worthy of trust, so I can't ask such stupid questions. Could the star be held down by those cultists? The magician gave an imaginative idea. How could there be such a thing? I'm talking about the mysterious cult. The Judgment is also a girl who always echoes the magician, for real. After making this joke, the star comes back online and says, fuck, there was a sudden blackout. I have no choice but to switch to my phone. Well, that's all from me. I'm gonna head out. I have matters to attend to. Anyway, there's no such thing as a free lunch, so don't eat it. Don't be bewitched by a cult. Bye! The star goes offline and suddenly receives a private message. They come from the Hanged Man and the Hermit. Take note, I think the star might be a member of the Cyber Police. The star might actually be a policeman. Be careful what you say in the group chat. It's possible. To know about mysterious cults, I reply. It's fine. We're not a cult. We're not a cult, right, guys? After some thought, I'm still out of ideas. Wait, no. Most importantly, when discussing international and domestic situations, I would stop in time and send a picture that says improper discussion about the Imperial Court as a crime that leads to death. Glancing at the group chat again, I quit QQ and once again started thinking about what to do. After some thought, I'm still out of solutions. It's impossible for me to spit out the assassin beverage or vomit it out. I can only pretend that I don't know anything and ignore the attempts of the cults. If I meet them, I'll call the police. As I thought of this, I began thinking of ways. I immediately freed myself from my worries and began to work. A slave of society. Sure, not a cult at all, exactly, yeah. Good. After confirming the flight details, the chauffeur, the hotel arrangements, and the pickup sign, I do a round of oral practice. An easy joke, I'm gonna let that go. By the time I'm done with all that, it's 10 in the evening. I feel hungry. I guess I'll go get some snacks, I said. As soon as I walk out of the guest room, I hear a quarrel next door. Of course, it's from the lady named Ciatis. Oh, it is Ciatis. Okay. Who's shouting at her overseas boyfriend. Don't you get tired of that? Just as I'm about to lampoon, I realize that the quarrel is getting softer and softer. According to my experience, something inappropriate for minors will happen soon. Although I'm not a minor, I am single. After some thought, I return to my room and open the window and jump onto the window sill before jumping down. In the wind, my body feels light, as if all my worries have been blown away. After landing safely, I heave a sigh of relief. I feel like I've grasped the power of an assassin. The area outside the compound I live in remains lively late into the night. There are still a few barbecue stalls selling some fried rice, some stir-fried noodles, some selling street food, stewed meat, cooled vegetables, duck necks, and crayfish. Those who pass by will unknowingly sit down or come in front of a stall before sadly putting on a kilogram. Xiaoming Grui, who doesn't use the stairs. Lag? Godzilla, how's it going? There shouldn't be any lag. Let me know if anyone else is getting it. This gives me a lot of options for snacks. I can have barbecue food. Forget it, I have to restrain myself. If an assassin is 170 meters tall but 100 kilograms, would my target end up into a laughing fit when they see me? To the left is a Family Mart, to the right is Lawson as I decide to go to a convenience store. It's very unfriendly for an indecisive consumer like me. I heard that Lawson has launched a few types of ice cream recently. I recall and turn to the right. As soon as I enter Lawson, my eyes light up as I see a gorgeous woman. 1410. As an international metropolitan city, there are definitely countless beauties dressed fashionably out on the streets, even if I don't pay attention to them. I would often find women that catch my attention, but even so, the person that's inside Lawson is a rare gem. I can't help but take another look after seeing her. Her brown eyes, her brown dyed hair cascades down like a waterfall. The two crystal-like accessories hang from her earlobes. Her eyes sparkle, as clear and beautiful as the eyes of deers in forest. She has plenty of charisma. She's got riz. Out of curiosity and habitual shyness, I tear my eyes away from the girl and walk past her to the area where the fridge is. During this process, I can't help but turn around to take a few more looks, but I suppress my actions to avoid offending her. Which ice cream should I buy? I gaze at the transparent sliding door of the cool box as I fall deep into thought. Recently, the more popular ones are Fat Crabs and Iron Cauldron Stew. What? Fat Crabs? After taking into account my successful weight loss and my need to prevent any rebounds and my tight financial situation, I ultimately choose Fat Crabs. Then I go to the neighboring room to get a bottle of chilled, I don't know what CR is, and a packet of cucumber-flavored potato chips. That sounds horrible. Cucumber-flavored potato chips? All three form my supper for tonight. If it was the beginning of the month, I definitely would have bought more. I'll keep them at home and eat them when there's a need. I don't have to go downstairs every time, but there's no need to be so carefree with my expenses now. CEO Huang once said, "Don't let trivialities take up your most important liquidity." Without any hesitation, I take my snacks to the counter and stand in line to settle the bill. At this moment, I smell a faint fragrance. The next second, I turn my head and see the gorgeous beauty walk past the 2 rows of shelves. She smiles and says, "Can I add you to WeChat?" Me? I arc my arms a little and express my puzzlement. I've never had girls ask me out, ask for my details ever. That's right, the beauty nods. Your look and temperament match my taste. I want to know you. If she were to praise me for being handsome or good looking, I wouldn't have believed her. But it's not impossible that my looks and temperament match her style. Maybe she likes my type, right? Who is this? For a moment, I understand what it feels like to be overwhelmed and flattered. A demoness, actually. In the next second, I become more wary. Could this be a MLM? Or a honey trap? As an aficionado of legal shows, a fan of Legal Report of many years, I am wary of good things falling into my lap. I hesitate. As I hesitate, the eyes of that beautiful woman standing in front of me fog up. It makes me feel ashamed and guilty. Perhaps it's not some MLM or a honey trap. She's just adding me on WeChat. It should be fine. I think before saying okay. I turn around and place the bottle of CR on the counter. I think for a moment and say, I turn around and place the bottle of CR on the counter before taking my phone out. However, when I look at the girl again, she's disappeared. It's not as if I can't see her. I can still see the instances of her back appearing through the crack of the shelves. Did you have a change of heart? Just as this thought flashed through my mind, I heard a chime. The door of the convenience store opened as a man walked in. Officer Deng, who had checked on my residence permit in the evening, but had already changed into casual wear. He walked to the front desk and tugs the bottom of his jacket and says, "A cup of coffee." As he speaks, Officer Deng turns to me and says, "Are you footing the bill? You're Zhou Mingru. You're Zhou Mingrui, Officer Deng. We met this evening." At this moment, from the corner of my eye, I catch the woman leaving the convenience store. She gave up striking a conversation with me and just ran off because of the officer? Who the fuck was that? Sharon? Not Bodyguard, but like Season 1 Sharon with... Who else would it be that's scared of Dunn? Feeling regretful and puzzled, I hand over the items in my hand to the shop assistant and say, "Give Officer Deng his coffee first." The shop attendant spends some time making the coffee before handing it to the officer. He gives me a smile as he heads out. After taking a few steps, he stops and says, "I forgot to remind you that the cult will use all sorts of means to approach the target. Just be careful." Cult? Could it be that beauty from before was from the cult? She hit on me because I drank the assassin beverage? This method makes it impossible to guard against. They used a honey trap. I'm alarmed. With the officer about to turn around and leave, I rush forward and say, "Just now, a woman wanted to add me on WeChat." What did she look like? Very beautiful. More beautiful than celebrities. I don't think I have the charms to make someone like that hit on me. Not bad. Many victims get deceived because they feel they're charming. We will track and investigate this. As for you, you should try your best. Try not to speak with strangers as depicted in television dramas. Speaking is fine. Just don't establish more connections. Alright, I say. After seeing Officer Deng leave, I turn to the counter to settle the bill. I take the snacks and walk to the entrance of my home. Along the way, after passing the barbecue stall, the strong fragrance inundates my nostrils, tempting me to sit down and order a bunch of food. As I sweep a glance, I see a group of gangsters. They're sitting on simple plastic stools on the barbecue stall, waiting for food. Their hair is dyed all sorts of colors. It's obvious they're punks. If it were in the past, I definitely would have upped my pace and widened my distance. But now, I'm looking forward to them making things difficult. I want them to have a taste of an assassin's power. He wants them to taste a demoness's powers. Just then, one of the hoodlums glances at me and stands up. Holding a stack of paper, he jogs to me. I'm thrilled and begin to imagine what he's gonna do. The hoodlum comes to me and says, "Hi, perhaps you'd be interested in dream tutoring classes?" Eh? Dream tutoring classes? This is different than I imagined. Our dream tutoring classes covers many topics. Even if you're already working, you can learn things from the courses to improve yourself and even switch careers. Are you a tutor? Yes, I'm a foreign language teacher. My surname is Da. Before he can finish, a few of the hoodlums shout, "Danny, the food is ready! Dig in!" Danny Da. Who the fuck is this? I don't know who this is. I shake my head in disappointment and wrap my food in flyers before entering my compound and returning home. As this place is old, there are a few lamps on the stairs that are out. Some of the floor is dark. I have to take out my cell phone flashlight before I can see where I'm going. The surroundings are very quiet, and the phone suddenly flashes a few times, suddenly turning dim. At the same time, a cold wind blows past me. I don't think I know who this is. Who is this? Oh, Blazing Danets. I see. Okay. Oh, because he's a little punk, but he's actually super. Oh, okay, cute. Okay. Fair. As the cold wind blows, the flashlight on my phone dims and I shiver. To be honest, after becoming an assassin, even if there isn't any daylight, I can see things clearly. But who isn't afraid of the dark? At that moment, my heart beats faster, pounding like a drum. Almost at the same time, I sense someone watching me. The cold wind is the breathing of a monster lurking in the darkness. No, what do you mean? Let's skip a chapter. What? Almost at the... Nope. Recalling what happened on the subway, I pretended not to notice anything and looked down at my phone. It's broken again? I had previously encountered the sudden experience of my phone's flashlight dimming, but I was using a crappy phone. At this moment, the experienced me had habitually blamed it on the phone. After checking the phone and making the lights turn on again, I continued forward without anything happening. The eerie wind is still lingering on the corridor. The light flickers in brightness, digging up the fear hidden in the bottom of my heart. As I walk, I consider what the powers of an assassin could do against a ghost. The answer was nothing. Since I have nothing, I don't look forward to slaying evil or dealing with the possible existences of a ghost. 1 step, 2, 3. I casually walk up the flight of stairs and arrive at the top floor. The lights in the building are working fine. Everything returns to normal. Following that, the cold gust of wind stops, the light flickering stops, and I return to the 6th floor and stop at the entrance of my apartment. Oh, there's a ghost here. I have to move out soon. This thought flashes through my mind. I don't feel any shame. It's a natural reaction anyone would have. But if I move away, Ciatis and her boyfriend would definitely not know what's happening. They'll continue living here. Who knows whether the devil might pester them. Also, there are 12 units in this building. There's no way for me to tell everyone. How do I say it? Ghosts? Who the hell would believe me? Hire a capable Taoist, priest, or a monk to exorcise it? But I don't know any. Before today, I didn't even know there were such things as ghosts. It was all fantasy. The star from the Tarot Club apparently seems to know some things, which means he has a certain level of understanding. Will he know a few Taoist masters who's good at busting ghosts? I'll give it a try. There's no harm. I'll make an anonymous call to inform the police. I'll post a few flyers that mention how this place is haunted to everyone. Not a flower. No, not a flyer. A bulletin. As for the outcome, I don't have any demands. After all, I don't have any experience. Besides, I should just prioritize protecting myself. Opening the door, I enter the room and return to my room. I think for a while before logging onto QQ and entering a private chat with the Star. The Hanged Man and the Hermit suspect that he's a member of Cyber Police. If I were to directly look for him, he will definitely be able to find my IP address and lock onto me. Just as I'm about to type the message, I remember the warning from the 2 members of the Tarot Club. After tinkering for a while, I use a proxy and use my alt, the World, to say to the Star, "Are you there? I have something to ask you." With the monocle emoji. Don't use that emoji. It scares me, the Star replies. Why? This emoji has become popular recently. It's very strange. Amon is stealing all the other emojis from everyone's mind, causing them to use that one. Furthermore, something tragic happened to a family recently. Everyone in that family wears a monocle and died in different places. The only survivor was a girl who went mad from the trauma. She always tells people not to go near her. I suspect that those who use this emoji will be targeted by some unknown existence. They will automatically put on a monocle and commit suicide. Don't scare me, I reply. It's just a joke. The monocle in the emoji is a different eye from the tragedy. Because it's on the left eye. Furthermore, there are thousands of people using this emoji. Who could possibly have an eye for everyone? The Star switches to asking, "Why are you looking for me?" I say, "My area is haunted. Do you know anyone who's good at ghost busting?" "I'm very good at that," the Star replied. "I won't trouble you for the time being. You seem busy. Do you have someone else you could introduce me to?" "Yes, a lady. She is a medium. She's skilled in techniques from overseas, but I can guarantee that it's effective. There's another foreigner, a priest. He's also good at setting up rituals. The medium makes me think spirit medium Madame Daly. The priest makes me think Father Utrovsky." They're all foreigners? You don't have like a Taoist priest or something? "I only know foreign ones," the Star replied. Okay. Who's better? I simply wanted to ask who's cheaper, but considering how someone cheap might not do a good job, I didn't dare skimp on this. The Star immediately replied, "Ma'am Da, I will give you her QQ number. Add her directly and contact her. Ma'am Daly." Yep. Okay, thank you. I quickly copy the QQ number and paste it to the search box. Ma'am Da's QQ name is Sleeping with Corpses. And adding her requires a simple verification question. How old are you? How old? This is strange. Do I need, I'm puzzled. I take a screenshot and send it to the Star. What's the answer? Just say that you're an adult. What's the meaning of this? She doesn't do underage clients? No, she just wants to determine the extent of the conversation she can have, the Star replied. For some reason, I'm at a loss. I fill the verification according to the Star's answer and fill in adult. Da doesn't seem online. I didn't even get added after a few minutes. After thanking the Star, I use the snacks that I just bought to console myself. After eating and drinking, I head to the bathroom outside. Ma'am Daly still hasn't added me back. I switch on the bathroom light and turn on the tap as I reach for the towel. Turning around, I see a figure in the mirror. A very blurry, vague figure, but it's wearing a small hat. A woman in a black dress. It can't be me, and it's also not Cyatus. Instantly, my mind explodes. "Don't be afraid," the woman in the mirror replied. "Someone hired me to protect you." "Who?" I ask subconsciously. The figure in the mirror replies calmly, "A detective named Sherlock Moriarty." Miss Bodyguard being hired by Sherlock Moriarty to protect Jean Mingrui. This one is like 20 chapters, I think you guys said. So we're at halfway. So you know what? In that case, let's just do this one. Let's just do this chapter and we'll leave it there, just because that way we can do the other half next time. As opposed to, because if I do like 3 or 4 now, the next stream's gonna be really short. So let's just do one more and leave it there. Okay. Sure, read the synopsis. Oh, sure, yeah. Sherlock Moriarty sounds like a foreigner. Moriarty seems to be the professor in Holmes. Sherlock is Holmes's first name. A detective using a fake name? It has a style reminiscent of coming up with a name when creating a game avatar. Maybe he's not a foreigner. I sense something from the ghost in the mirror as I ask, who is he? Why does he want to protect me? At this moment, the ability of the other party to communicate has been greatly reduced. Or sorry, at this moment, due to the ability of the other party to communicate, my sense of fear has been greatly reduced. I've become an assassin. Isn't it normal for ghosts to exist? It isn't hard to accept something that goes against common sense. Besides, it's not like I didn't sense something on the bus. The blurry woman then says, someone wants to harm you. She didn't tell me who the detective is. Why does he want to protect me? Looks like a secret. Then I think of a possibility and say, the cult wants to harm me? Mr. Sherlock Moriarty is their archenemy? That makes sense. Otherwise, I wouldn't believe that someone would send a female ghost to protect me for no reason. Unless it's the police who serve the people. The female ghost in the mirror falls silent before saying, you can put it that way. At that moment, I feel a subtle change in her eyes. I can't decipher what emotions she has contained in them. Under normal circumstances, a person without any training would more or less reveal their emotions in their eyes. This would help me entertain and understand their attitude. But the entity right in front of me is a ghost. More importantly, the things that can be discerned through the eyes most of the time are more intense fluctuations in emotions or concealed emotions. Not only is the female ghost in the mirror blurry, but she also has a mosaic over her. Furthermore, her eyes are very mild, although she is emotionless. After pondering, I probe which people around me are from the evil cult. They. Her voice becomes increasingly ethereal and weaker. Following that, a fine layer of snow appears on the surface of the mirror, and the female ghost vanishes. What happened? Did something happen? I turn around, but everything's normal. I look back in the mirror, and the mirror has returned to its original state as well. The water from the tap gushes out. Unconsciously, I grab my wet towel and wash my face. Indeed, nothing has changed. No matter what, I still have to brush my teeth, I say. Since things are already like this, what's there to worry about? After brushing my teeth and wiping my mouth, I return to the room. The moment I enter, I feel an indescribable feeling. My eyes are drawn to the cell phone which I have set on the computer table. It seems to be the source of all abnormalities. Instinctively, I charge over, wanting to hurl the phone out of the window. But it's expensive. I just changed it. I don't know if there's something wrong with it. I'm an assassin, and there's a ghost protecting me. What's there to be afraid of? After picking up his phone and unlocking the screen, the first thing he sees is a message. Sleeping with corpses has added you. In the next second, my cell phone darkens suddenly, and the lights around me seem to be attracted by a bottomless pit. Before I can react, a faint light from my phone ripples, revealing a translucent face without eyes or a mouth. There's a ghost in your room. The mouth of the face opens up and closes, revealing a long, bright red tongue. There are 5 slender fingers at the tip of the tongue. This is Daly's messenger. And embedded on the 2 rows of teeth, and embedded are 2 rows of irregular sharp teeth. Thanks, Luvian. Don't tell me you're not one too, I have the urge to say. Recalling the message I read, I ask, Ma'am Da? Impressive. She is psychic and can control ghosts. Yes, I've already made some initial restrictions via the messenger. The ghost won't affect you tonight, and it won't have a chance to suck you dry. I'll come personally to deal with it. Give me your address. Tomorrow morning, I have work to do. See, the CEO wants me to pick up the VIP from the airport. If I don't, then I'll lose my job. Work? Is your boss beautiful? He's a guy, I say. You like men? Madame Da asks. No. Since that's not the case, why are you still in the mood for work even though you're haunted by ghosts? Or perhaps you have a female colleague you have a crush on and can't skip a day? Can't it just be that I'm poor, and if I don't work, I won't have money? Although I have savings, it's not a lot, and I have to pay for the exorcism. Madame Da then opens her mouth and says, what about your family? They aren't well off, I answer. What about your looks? Average? Height? A little over 1.7 meters? Strong? Ordinary? How big? Huh? How big is that thing of yours? Hey! It's like this, okay? I can introduce you to some part-time work. The other party consists of rich, idle, mature ladies. They value young men a lot. They're willing to provide the necessary help and become friends. Do you want to consider it? Auntie, am I just gonna give up on all my hard work, I say? As long as you understand, the other party says. I don't plan on doing that, I say. I have my integrity, damn it. Madame Da doesn't bother continuing and says, then when will you get off work tomorrow? And let's schedule an appointment. 9 in the evening, I say. Alright, give me your address. I'll contact you on QQ when the time comes. The lady's extraordinary performance has exceeded the limits of my knowledge, so I no longer have any doubts. I give her the address and ask, how much? The basic cost is 20,000 yuan. The price can go higher depending on how difficult it is. If you can't consider it, consider the part-time job. I recall my savings and feel a wave of pain. What's the maximum it can go? Why don't I just forget it? The ghost doesn't seem like it has to... the ghost doesn't seem like it wants to hurt me. The highest it can go is 50,000. 50,000? Only 50? I'm surprised. The translucent face snorts. I'll give up missions if they exceed 50,000. Money is nice, but I need to be alive to spend it. Okay. By the way, I'll give you a document. You can download it and read about how to get along with ghosts. Then I see Sleeping with Corpses send me a BitTorrent seed. I open it and realize there's a few videos within, named 1, 2, and 3. Due to the seriousness of the matter, I don't hesitate and turn on my computer to download the videos. As I initiate it, I start playing games to pass the time. After a while, the download completes, and I open the video named 1. In a few seconds, a title appears in front of me. A Chinese ghost story. On the glass window, a blurry ghost wearing a black dress appears. She holds her cheek with one hand, staring at the computer screen ahead. Oh, Sharon. Alright, the Lord of the Mysteries synopsis, okay. Okay. What does he get off at 9? Least hard worker in China, bro. Okay. With the rising tide of steam power and machinery, who can come close to being a beyonder? Shrouded in the fog of history and darkness. Fog of history, okay. Who or what is lurking? Who or what is the evil lurking that murmurs into our ears? Waking up to be faced with a string of mysteries, Xiao Mingrui finds himself reincarnated as Klein Moretti. In an alternate Victorian-era world where he sees a world filled with machinery, cannons, dreadnoughts, airships, difference machines, as well as potions, divinations, hexes, tarot cards, and sealed artifacts. The light continues to shine, but the mystery has never gone far. Follow Klein as he finds himself entangled with the churches of the world, both orthodox and unorthodox, while he slowly develops newfound powers thanks to the Beyonder potions. Like the corresponding tarot card, the Fool, which is numbered 0, a number of unlimited potential. This is the Legend of the Fool. Okay, there's no fucking way this is the synopsis. The Fool, which is numbered 0. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, sorry. Numbered 0. I immediately thought that was referring to like a sequence 0. Sorry. I was like, no fucking chance. I woke up from the realm of mysteries under the shade of the sequence 1 character. Oh. Oh, cool. Cool. Fair point. I didn't think of that. The hidden spoilers are aplenty. Well, yes, especially if I'm reading, because I'll just spoil shit even if there's nothing there. Haha, I get fucked. Fog of History, yes, I did see that. Alright guys, we'll end stream there. I know a little shorter one. If we're up for it, maybe we might do a night stream today. Or I might not, go to sleep outside, but then do a longer stream tomorrow. Realm of Mysteries is basically... Well, no. Realm of Mysteries is his Divine Kingdom, no? Alright, that's it, guys. Thank you for coming. Have a great rest of your day or nights, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.